So hello from this beautiful garden. So I wanted to talk to you a bit today about the phenomenon of people pleasing. So I've been discussing this in my articles and on my Instagram feed. Just wanted to talk to you live about what this is all about and what to do about it if you recognize that this is affecting you and your life. So people pleasing is basically the situation where you find yourself reaching out to others for love, approval, acceptance, for that just good feeling of being who you are. The problem is that when you do this, it may work for a while. You may receive the love, attention, affection that you need from those other people or situations. You can also get it from achievements, work achievements, other achievements, winning competitions, this kind of thing. So it's great for that moment when you receive that approval or that love or that acceptance from those people or situations. But when you come back home to yourself and you're alone, it generally will wear off if that's actually where it's coming from, and you will end up feeling kind of empty, and you'll need to reach out for more of that supply of approval and love and acceptance again from other people or from achievements or situations. So this is clearly just a non-sustainable situation in terms of your well-being. You cannot sustain a well-being when it's coming from the approval of others from outside of yourself, and it's just painful. It's very painful to not be connected with your own inner love, approval, and self-acceptance. So why does this happen? Okay, if you find yourself affected by this behavior pattern, you can see this pattern in your past and your current life experience. You may wonder, okay, why, where is this coming from? And generally it is coming from your past, your childhood, where you were perhaps raised in an environment where it basically just didn't feel safe for you to fully express and for you to fully be who you were. So you may have been raised in an environment where people were disconnected from their own feelings and emotions and disconnected from their own true self, their inner self, and had a lot of unhealed parts of themselves around their own childhood, around their own traumas. And this would have meant that those people, your parents or caregivers, would not have been able to fully support you in the full expression of your greatness, so your full expression of your full emotions, so positive, happy, elation states, and also your sadness, your anger, your frustration. It would have been not allowed in some way. So you would have basically started to learn that in order to feel okay and to be accepted and loved by the people that were caring for you, which when you're a child essentially is in order to survive, you absolutely need that love. You absolutely need the attention from those people. You would have had to just start to perhaps suppress your own emotions and instead tune in to the feeling states of your carers and work out how to work yourself around their emotional states. So you would have become very attuned to others' states, to other people's emotional states, and eventually when you start to alter your behavior, you're eventually going to end up with a kind of a warped personality. If that's been your experience growing up, if it's basically been too frightening for you to fully express and fully be yourself and live your truth, because that was basically not permitted by your home and your family environment, then by the time you're an adult, you would have kind of developed a false self. So a self that is based around tuning in to other people's feeling states, other people's emotions, and working out how to behave in ways that will please them or make them happy. So this also particularly affects very sensitive people. So highly sensitive, empathetic people are going to be the ones who find themselves in this painful situation of people pleasing. So this is really difficult, and it can be very painful to confront this in yourself and to see this pattern. But once you have seen it for what it is, it can be very freeing, because then you know that there is a way out and that you can change. So how to change is the process of connecting into your inner self and just starting to really listen to your truth, really listen to your soul, your higher power, your inner voice, and start to really take care of yourself. So love yourself and to care for yourself. So this can take many, many forms, and basically it's a practice of self-love. So you may have a hobby or a pursuit that you loved when you're a child that you don't do anymore. So part of this practice of loving yourself may be just reconnecting with that, going back and starting to do it again in whatever way, shape or form that takes. So it may be artistic pursuit, it may be painting, music, any kind of creativity is great also for connecting with the inner self. And also, of course, meditation is a wonderful way to start to reconnect with your truth, with your inner self, and start to understand what it is that makes you happy, that gives you joy, that brings you love. Because you may, if you've been very deep in this people-pleasing phenomenon, you may have actually fully lost touch with yourself. So meditation, a daily meditation practice, can really help you to slowly tune in more and more with your true self and just start to listen to the messages that come through. So meditation, reconnecting with activities that you love, and then the next step, I guess the big picture, is looking at your life and your relationships also, and just checking in whether the way that you're living your life, the people that you spend your time with, are they good for you? Do they uplift your energy? Do they make you feel good? Or do they drain you? So both for your relationships and your life situation. If you're working at a job that you really hate and drains you, you can just start by asking yourself, is there another way? Is there another way to live my life? And of course there always is. There always is, because I truly believe that all of us have come here with a very clear mission and purpose, and that mission and purpose is always just to be our true selves. So our clarity comes from that deep connection with our truth, living our truth, being ourselves, and our answers really will always come from that space in terms of what to do in our career, in terms of our relationships. The deeper we are connected with our truth, with ourself, then the closer we will get to living a really abundant and beautiful life. So that's my talk today on people pleasing and how to start to recover from that and reconnect to your truth, to your true self, and just start to radiate the bountiful, beautiful being that you truly are. So thanks for listening. Have an amazing